Hello there, and welcome to today's Daily Dominion, which is all prosperity. It has no villages, pretty limited draw. It's not a very strong board. There are some things you can do, I suppose, but it's going to be a little tough. We have the 5-2, which is nice here. Though we do have to make a decision. They have made. Kind of don't know how the AI plays with collection in the absence of cheap cards, but like collection isn't great here unless you're like doing quarry and grand market stuff. Which is possible, but it is like technically possible to get clean here. The mints can trash curses from Charlatan. And the crystal ball can maybe play some of your extra stuff. It's just a little awkward. Vault can maybe allow you to control some things. So it's not impossible to like build a stack of grand markets here. But it is a little difficult. We can obviously just open the Charlatan, buy a clerk ourselves, and try to just do the attacking stuff. But we kind of have the opening that would enable us to play a little more engine-y. Just thinking, like we can take Crystal Ball or Vault and be playing towards engine. The idea with Vault would be that a Vault play that clerk does hurt the Vault a bit though, for sure. Maybe we just play the Charlatan. I don't know if the AI will ever use the mint curse interaction. I don't remember. They might, but something like an expand at some point isn't unreasonable. We're gonna end up with not money this next hand. I guess silver is worth putting the estate on top. There is some like crystal ball Charlatan stuff you can do and buy a collection. I just don't know that collections are gonna help all that much. This is a pretty decent mint hand. But I think I'm going to try the expand. We'll see if it works or not. How much money do we want to have here? I think just 5 is fine. They also buy an expand. Get to trash a copper here. They buy a grand market. It's interesting. I don't know how good that is, but I think the collections are pretty horrible for the AI here. I can still go on the crystal balls, I guess. I'm not sure crystal ball versus gold. At some point, you kind of have a. How do we want to play this? We're gonna be able to play all of it because of the crystal ball. We can trash a curse, or we could trash the silver into how much we're gonna have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We could trash the silver into a thing. I guess what we put on top here doesn't matter a whole lot, as long as it's one of the actions. So we can have. I guess I just don't know if we want to GM that much. Maybe it's good. I don't know. Hopefully we can get clean here soonish. Cleaner. This was a bummer. Oh, I didn't see Tiara ever, but Tiara might be worth picking up at some point. We still haven't hit platinum. I guess this is going to trigger a shuffle. They did mint a little bit there. I think this is a lot of the crystal balls, but I think it's worth to get platinum. Do some cleaning. So like we could colony, we're not going to colony. We'll just take a platinum here. See where it goes. We didn't get hit with clerks, so we don't get the also the charlatans are quite a bit worse now. So we could either expand the gold into a platinum, or we can expand the charlatan into gold or to grand market. I'm not really sure. Grand markets actually aren't too unfriendly with the crystal balls. Like playing them is usually okay. I don't have so many of them that that's going to be like an issue. But now we're going to be looking for. Yeah, this is the problem with the collections, is there aren't any cheap actions. If you do Corey stuff, if you got really clean, you had Corey GM, you could maybe do a nice collection turn, though you're still going to have a hard time. You're going to have a hard time. I don't want to talk to. All right. One thing about Crystal Ball, so Crystal Ball is sort of like a loan/Venture replacement. And one thing about it that is much worse than Venture is, I mean, in general, it's a much better card, but one thing that it is a lot weaker is is the greening phase, because it doesn't skip the green cards to find another treasure. So it doesn't chain in the same way that a Venture would. And that's not like a huge deal, but it is a thing that makes it a little bit worse. I don't want to trigger this, I don't think. Well, I mean, on one hand, It's, yeah, probably not worth. I guess we just leave it. So on the one hand, the colony will be in the shuffle, but it's like 3 crystal balls, 2 grand markets, the clerk. So, is there any kind of pile out coming up that we can just end the game quickly? Doesn't look like it. Here we'll mill a colony, I guess, just to speed it up a bit. It may get to the point where the I guess I could also consider just leaving the they have a lot of okay, I was gonna say the TR also kind of gets in the way of like, or the crystal ball kind of gets in the way of like TRing good treasures like platinum, but we got it here anyway, so we could top deck 3 grand markets and probably just pile out on our next turn, though I'm not sure. We also could like top deck platinum tiara again. We'll just do this. I think eventually they're gonna, I don't know, there's just nothing. But the AI's deck is completely wrecked. Yeah, this is again another one of those where it's just not worth it to trigger the shuffle. Unless we thought we were gonna end it. Maybe I will double GM here. And 3, I think we might be able to 3 pile before we could buy the provinces or the colonies. This is, I was going to say, we almost have, see, this was a case where the draw of the GM was a little unfortunate, but I don't think they're going to score 20 points in one turn. It would be kind of funny, though. They can score like 8. That's less points than like a double clerk there. So this will certainly get to the crystal balls. Okay. Certainly the 5-2 there was really, really good. The 3s and the 4s are just kind of bad there in general. Clerk is okay, but not. Clerk is all right. Silver is pretty bad. And we were pretty much able to just buy 5s and 6s more or less the whole game. 5, 6, 7s, and 9s. We had a couple silvers, but that was it. Yeah, so it all worked out. I don't know. We could try to play the engine. I don't. If the AI kind of plays similarly to how it played there, whoops. Okay, I exited. Never mind. Okay, we don't get to find out. I was gonna try like a vault opening and see how that went, but try to just do trashing and GMs and quarry maybe. But in any case, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.